Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Trying to Get Jacked podcast. Yo, I don't, you got the Trying to Get Jacked hoodie on. I don't have my hoodie on today.
Come on, bro.
My bad, yo.
I
For-
forgot to show you. I forgot to show you like the website. We just uploaded some stuff on there. I didn't. I'm not gonna. We're not gonna launch it yet. Like maybe a couple weeks. But like it's there. Whoever wants to buy stuff.
But yo, we did like a merch photo shoot.
He's so sick.
That was so sick. I can't wait for you guys to see the pictures and just like
Yeah.
see how you kind of laid it all out. Because, bro,
Yeah.
wearing it was sick, but I know those pictures turned out so crazy. Your dad is looking like a G, bro.
Dad's a straight G. He's a gangster, bro. He was there. He was ready for it, man. Like even I
He-
think that day he was already a TikTok star. He posted a couple videos on TikTok,
Oh
home
yeah.
hardware and shit. But I think he was like telling you yesterday, 29,000 views.
Are you serious?
Yeah, on TikTok.
It
Selling a
was like that.
lawnmower. Yeah.
He came that day and he was like, I was like, yo, uncle, you ready for the shoot? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been ready. I'm already viral. I'm like, what are you talking about? This guy pulls out his phone,
I
he
know.
home hardware, it's at like 1,000 views. It's already at 29,000, eh? That's
Yeah, yeah. He's sick with it. Yeah. He likes to talk. I think he did some like radio ads and stuff too.
oh
But he likes to talk, yeah. I don't know. I didn't get that trait from him at all. Me and my mom. I
how
think I'm on my mom's side. But obviously now I talk all the time. But I'm just saying, like in general, like if you see the family as a whole, my
yeah,
dad and my sister are more like they'll talk and like they like to talk and connect with people, right? And obviously I like doing that too now, but like I've had to like practice it like diligently,
I feel you on that. I think I'm the same way with my
you
family.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm always a quiet one.
My dad is very quiet, and usually if I go out and I go out to like all these gatherings and stuff, they're
Yeah.
like, you're actually mad quiet. But I'm like, I'm always talking on Instagram or whatever on socials. So I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I feel like I've been talking all day. Like, I just want to chill. So I'm not saying
Yeah.
anything. Right? They're like, yo, why'd you say anything?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I think it's like one of those things where like I'm still quiet in areas or like places where like I'm not really acquainted to or like I'm not
Yeah,
really acclimated to per se,
yeah,
right? If it's like a gathering and stuff, like I have no idea what's going on. Like I'm
yeah,
just gonna chill and sit there, right? Like not gonna have like any attention seeking moments. But like if it's up something like a fitness thing, it's like or like someone's trying to get jacked, it's like yo, that's I'm gonna step in because I want to.
yeah, yeah.
Or like if I get asked to step in, then I'll step in. But it has to be yeah, it has to be certain occasion. It's
I
like
think
even
you have to feel like you're like actually authority in whatever you speak. Like you're only gonna speak about what you know about, right? Like
yeah,
you go in and talk about like random shit just because. Like I think there's a lot of people that like that. They
yeah,
just go and they'll be like, oh, they talk like
yeah.
here's whatever, and they kind of spit it out.
Or
But
like if somebody engages a conversation, right? Then like we'll engage back. Like and it's not like awkward talking, right? We'll talk back and like even if you have a little knowledge of the topic, we like ask questions and shit.
yeah,
Just because we listen to podcasts or like read books, you have like different ideas in your head. But like it's not like we're gonna bring it up by ourselves.
yeah,
But anyways, bro, one day out.
bro, fucking competitions like in less than 12 hours, 24
Jeez.
hours,
24 hours, bro, not 12 hours. You're gonna 5
20,
a.m.?
21 hours. Yeah, it starts at 3 p.m. Um, yeah, yo, I feel pretty good. I'm excited. Kind of hit me like just before I hopped on the podcast. At
Yeah.
the time, I'm like, oh shit, I'm competing tomorrow at this time, right? Um, so yo, I'm excited. I got a little sick a couple of days ago, but it seems like things are getting better.
Yeah.
But yo, I'll be ripping some good Tylenol cold and flu tomorrow with the bare caffeine. It should be good to go.
Is
So
that the combo? Caffeine and Tylenol, cold and flu? Like, what does that do? Lowers inflammation?
Tylenol cold and flu, if I take that, I feel normal. Caffeine,
Okay.
I also feel normal. I haven't
Yeah.
like usually I know when I was working in-person PT
Yeah.
sick, I would just pop one of those and I'd do it and I'd rip the whole day. I just feel like I wasn't sick at all, right? I don't know how it's gonna affect strength. Um, so we'll see. But I think like I don't want to feel congested like this
Yeah.
entire time. That's my biggest thing. Is like if I can't breathe and I'm getting gassed out, say I do my warm-ups and I'm getting gassed out in the warm-up room, that'd be bad. So I'm lucky that this is just like a one rep thing and it's not like you do it over
Yeah.
again.
S-
So we'll see how that feels.
Bro, you mentioned it's from 3 to 5 p.m., right? So 3 to 5, 2 hours, and then you're gonna squat, bench, deadlift. Three attempts, right? Or like
Yeah, three.
and how many people are there? Because usually they're much longer. Like I went to the Freebird one. That one was like 17 hours long, bro. Like it was like
So
five,
this
six
one,
hours.
there's a morning flight, there's an afternoon flight. So that I think
Ah,
the morning starts at 9, from 9 to 11 or 9 to 12 or whatever. And then the 3 to 5. And then on Sunday they have more Sunday morning and Sunday night. So it's a 2-day thing.
okay. So you're just in the 3 to 5.
I'm just Saturday afternoon, yeah, 3 to 5.
Okay, that makes so much more sense. I was so confused. I was like, yo, that's it?
No, they had a lot of people sign up. They had like they do media packages for this one, right?
I
Uh
got you.
so like the camera crew comes in and does whatever. And for each of the sessions, so like the
Yeah.
morning, afternoon, the evening, they only have a certain amount of they have like the specialty session where they make like a sick Instagram edit for you, or they make a sick
Okay.
video edit. But there's
Okay.
only 5 of that per flight, right?
Oh,
So 5
jeez.
people can do it. Bro, I didn't even know like where to get the website. I just wanted some pictures so I can be like, yo, I did a powerlifting thing, right? Because I didn't get any pictures from my first one. So I go on the website, but all 5 are gone for my session, but every other session says like 0 to 5, 0 to 5, 0 to 5. I'm like, what the fuck?
Jeez. I don't know why they cap it. That's such an easy way of monetizing
Yeah, because
stuff.
it was a decent amount too, but they're like, oh, if you want to give, because they the way they do it is like they'll take pictures of you, they'll take video of you in the warm-up room, they'll
Oh,
take video,
sick.
like do background stuff. So they're like, if we want to get you a good quality thing, we can't record everyone. So they're like only 5 people.
That's pretty cool, yeah. Like they have that special package, but they
I
should
didn't know
also
that
have just like picture package. Like that's what
they do.
Physique
They
has.
do. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
they
yeah.
have it. Did you get that one or no?
Yeah, I got the basic photo and video.
Okay,
So
sick.
like sick videos. I was like, yo, sick.
My shit doesn't even have video, but it just has straight photos. There's no videos.
Oh
I was
damn.
I was trying to get James or whatever, but like he's not available that day.
Yeah.
Also like in the backstage, like you can't squeeze people in because there's so many people. I
Are
think
you
so.
gonna vlog it?
I'll probably vlog it. Like I'll have my
It's
phone.
so sick.
Yeah, I'll probably like just like, hello, I'm getting tan now. Look at my. No, I'm just kidding. I probably can't do that in there. But like, but yo, it's all weird. There's so many little things I have to do. I have to like shave my back and shit. Like I have to shave my forearms and
How
like
far out do you have to do that from?
I probably gotta do that like next week. Just cause even though I'm like 2 weeks out, I think because
Yeah,
if you shave too close to the thing, inflammation happens, right? Because your body tends to hold water.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like you don't want to do it like 1, 2 day before, because then the tanning is gonna irritate you a little bit too. And I think like with the tanning, everything just ends up popping so much. So like I don't think even if you have like a little stubble, I think it's okay.
You won't see it.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure it's like shaved, at least the front side. Back, I'm like obviously I'll try, but like probably get someone to do it. So
That's a tough spot. Yo, you gotta get like all
yeah,
the way back there.
get
You fucking
shoulder
back big
mobility.
as shit.
I should make a video, right? I should make a video. This is why you have to have good shoulder mobility, so you can shave your own back and
Yo,
have your own back. But so
that's
yo,
crazy.
what's the plan after powerlifting or this meet? Any
Oh,
exciting
yo,
stuff or another meet or what?
me and Rona have been. I've been talking to Rona about this for so long. Yo, like, what am I gonna do after this meet? I've been having like a midlife crisis essentially for the past month and a half.
At 24?
At 24, I'm like, bro, I'm almost 25. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? It's not even about like my life, it's about what my training is gonna be, right? So I debated on a lot of things. I debated on continuing powerlifting. I debated on, I think seeing you guys do the bodybuilding stuff is cool, but it also made me realize like I'd never want to do a bodybuilding show.
Yeah,
It's just not for me.
yeah,
That being said, I still want to look like bigger. I want to get more jacked too. So I've thought about that. I've thought about doing like some more athletic stuff. I was like, yo, what if I just like one of my goals has always been to dunk before I'm 30. I was like,
mm,
maybe I should start that right now. Um, but I think what I'm gonna lean toward is just going towards more of like a bodybuilding and just get bigger, get more aesthetic. I want to go into a cut after because I've been the heaviest. I'm right now. I'm like the heaviest I've been, which is like
yeah,
185, 183, and I've been this for pretty much the past 4 or 5 months, right? And I've just kind of stay here. So
mm,
for me, usually for me, I'll get to a weight and I'll come back down. I get to weight. I never really stay at a weight for a long time, right? So
yeah.
for me to just be at this heavier weight, it's sick. I'm the strongest I've ever been. I feel good. But I'm like, yo, I want to get shredded again. I haven't been shredded since like 2021. So it's
So are you talking like shredded where like you have like full like six pack or are you talking about like
yeah, I want to see six pack again.
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna just go on to a different training program, and it's gonna be more of a low volume training program. with I was telling you this before the podcast, but I think I
Yeah.
want to experiment with less than 10 reps every single set.
Really?
Maybe 12 reps for some of my like arm movements.
Yeah.
But like that might be two or three exercises. I think four exercises in the entire 4 or 5 day program, where it's like
Sick.
the 12 reps. Everything
Yeah.
else is gonna be between three to like majority 8 reps, and I'll see what that
Okay.
feels like. And based on what I've read and kind of seen the literature on, and like what I see online is that when you do less reps and you're training hard, most more of those reps are going to be effective reps, right?
Yeah. Good.
Because
Yeah.
those last 5 reps are effective. So if you're
Yeah.
doing reps, all those reps are going to be effective. But the one thing you do have to manage or maybe keep in mind is going to failure on every single one might fuck you up.
Yeah.
So you have to go one RIR or two RIR,
Yeah.
right?
Or like low volume
Low
on some.
volume, yeah. Like most of my stuff, I think it's like 5, 6 exercises tops, like 2 sets. Some of them are one. Uh,
Sick.
and Stu has been putting me through the ringer with high volume shit for like the past fucking since
Yeah.
February. I just feel cooked all the time. I'm like, yo, let me just go the complete opposite way and see what it's like to do low volume and
Yeah.
see how my body responds. And then that way I can always increase it later if needed. But yeah, that's where the head's at. We'll go into, I think I'm going to Mexico right after the thing, a couple days
Oh
after.
shit. Okay.
Back for your competition, and then I'll just
That's
begin with the cut after that. So it should be good.
that's gonna be. What do you over under on the weight you have to hit to get six pack? One. I'll
155.
say 150. Yeah, 155.
That 150 is where I got to last time.
Okay.
So hopefully
150.
I put on a little bit more muscle, and
Yeah.
155 is what I'd like to see.
155 will look sick. I think that'd be a nice weight.
Because I think when I did the cut with you, we got to like 162, 160.
Yeah.
We never really broke 160.
You know, really. Yeah.
This time the plan is to train abs the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm gonna try getting a lot more cardio in. I think that's the big thing.
Nice.
I've never done cardio before this, right? It was like just kind of ball runs even
Yeah.
before, so I'll try doing more like actual cardio sessions. So we'll see how that goes, yo.
Document it. Yeah. See what happens. Like, it'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I see your vlog stuff. I'm like, damn, yo, maybe I should start vlogging and shit too. It looks sick. It looks fun.
It's yeah. I don't know if about like every day is like you want to do every day vlog. I think it's more like couple times a week is solid
Yeah,
enough, and just like summarize the week per se, and like a middle of the week or something like a check-in type of vlog. And that's what I think I'm planning to do in the future after like the 29 days grind out per se.
yeah,
Just because like you're like sometimes I like it's 9 p.m. and like, I'm like okay I gotta edit this vlog now or like not even edit like clip it together and then
yeah.
upload it and then do cardio right or do cardio and do it at the same time. Sometimes you have to like type shit because I do it on my phone too. That's the thing. Like I don't edit on like laptop
Right, right.
right. So like sometimes it not really I don't mind it but it's sometimes you want to chill like you want to watch a show or some shit. But then it ends up pushing like your work day per se even though it's not really that much work to like later on. That's
Something you have to do, right?
something you have to do. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely sick vlogging it or like even documenting it in terms of
Yeah.
like meals, weigh-ins, things like that. I think it's good for like logging for yourself to see like for future reference. Like last year, like this is what I'm this prep. That's why I'm so happy the way I've done it. Or so far I haven't done it yet. 2 weeks more left, but I can see next year. I'm like, okay, if I'm trying to prep again, if I'm at 155, this is how I looked the year before. This is how I looked this year. Okay, if I'm looking worse at the same amount of weeks out, why am I looking worse? I maybe have to like step up cardio or like play around with carbs or foods a little bit aggressively, right? Because I should be at this point by this point compared to
Mhm.
last week. Or if I look better, I'm like, okay, sick, I'm on track. That way, it's a good reference point for competition or like even cuts. It's like, are you on the pace that you want to go to, right? Because if someone's never done like a hard cut or never tracked shit, you've already done it. So you kind of know like 150, so maybe like 155 might be the end point.
Yeah.
But it's good to like refer, okay, so like I'm here, I want to get to here. Okay, for this physique, I gotta get from this point to this point, right? So it's good to have that reference. Makes it easier decision making wise.
I think when it comes to like documenting, like even when I cut down the first time, I did daily weigh-ins. I did like the calories every single day. I had my steps tracked. I took pictures. Like I still have all my old pictures. So it's cool to
Fire.
be able to look back and be like, yo, this is what it looked like at this weight, eating this
Yeah,
much, doing whatever. I'm sure like you've been working with backs, you probably have like all that stuff is on a spreadsheet that you can just look back
crazy.
at any time too, right? And
Yeah.
most people, they just kind of get down to it, they do the thing. But same
Yeah.
know what they did. Like they're like, yo, I'll just do what I was doing before. It's like
Yeah,
maybe you were walking 12, 15,000 steps before and you're eating this many calories.
yeah,
That's not working now, right? So it's
yeah,
cool when you're able to like document it and see it. Um,
yeah.
not even like for people listening, they're probably not people that post big on Instagram, but even for yourself, bro, having that information is super, super key to
It's
make sure
clutch. Yeah.
you again, right?
Bro, I've had this conversation with a couple of people, but like I also realized I'm like, okay, maybe because we're so biased towards what is your mom?
My phone.
Your phone. Was making weird noises, bro.
Uh,
Come
yeah,
on, bro.
is there
You
any-
gotta put there's a show called The Rookie. It's about cops.
yeah.
And there's a rookie cop who always like there's like 3, 4 times they've been caught now when like they're at like a door, they're interrogating the thing and his phone starts to ring or starts buzzing and he's gotten strikes for it, right?
Uh,
Because it just
is
said,
that
yo,
strike one for me?
sure. It's fine, bro. Phone is our life.
How many strikes do I get before I get kicked off the podcast?
I don't know, bro. I know what
That's
else. I don't have anyone else to talk to, bro. So you gotta stay. I don't like
damn. What if I throw Punchman Rush?
you can stay on forever. No, I'm
I
just
can
kidding.
stay.
Now, bro, I've been having this conversation of like, okay, so documenting and we see the importance of it, but we are fairly biased towards it per se, and obviously for a reason because it has worked so well and it works with the clients and stuff too. But that was like, even you're talking about the low volume and like you're doing high volume currently, and we were talking before the podcast. I want to switch to a bit more, at least like some of the workout, higher volume and just like go ham in the gym, have fun, and just like get a sick fucking pump, right? And eat lots of food, lots of carbs, all the clean stuff and like enjoyment ends up being like a big factor where like
Mhm.
we enjoy the show, we enjoy the like documenting, seeing it go down or like seeing your bodies change and like changing like one thing and you're like, holy shit, my body responded this way. It's pretty sick. Some people it's like you just enjoy of like, okay, I look kind of leaner. I see like a little cut coming, fucking sick. I got a sick pump in the gym. I feel blessed, I can go and fit in a good t-shirt and I can go out with the boys and I'm having fun and I got my own work life, family life, friend life, right? So some people enjoy that shit too, and that's totally fine. And I've had to realize that I'm so biased, and especially like during like prep per se, I'm like, how can someone not do this X, Y, and Z, right? Because I'm doing like 10x it, right? But it's like, yo, that person enjoys that. It's fucking sick. And I'm all realizing, I want to fucking clang and bang like T-bar rows, bro. Like I want to do like close grip T-bar rows. Like I don't know why I was so tempted, and I want to do like the narrow grip, neutral grip rows, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
them the other day in like mid set, just walking by it. I was like, fuck, bro, this feels so good. Like I haven't done it in so long, right?
Yeah.
Like the other day, I was just like, I'm just gonna do like barbell curls with the easy curl, right? And I was like, holy shit, this feels fucking sick. I didn't send it on it, right? But I was like, yo, like there's so many other movements, like, or even like a deadlift, you know what I'm saying? Like lifting heavy shit. Or like even like a barbell squat, like so you're mentally challenging yourself and you're on the opposite end where you've been doing all these things, where you've been
Yeah, I want to
ascending,
do the complete opposite.
right?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
you crave the, okay, yo, I can control the variables, let the body actually recover from the workouts and see progress consistently. I'm on the other end where I've been so fucking meticulous with tracking every detail,
Yeah.
right? That like this today, like it was a fresher bet there where like I was telling you, I have a high carb day today, 400 grams of carbs, getting out of depletion, whatever. And like the workout was lateral raises, rear delt flies, 3 sets, 20 to 30 reps each. Superset, no rest, just back and
That's
forth,
crazy.
no rest. And then you go into a chest press, no, not chest press, shoulder press standing, and a
Yeah.
wide grip pull down. Same rep range, same sets. And then you go chest press, neutral grip rows, same
Yeah.
sets, same reps. And then you go into like a bicep curl and a tricep push down, same reps, same sets. And like I took like pictures afterwards, and I took morning pictures, and I was like, holy fuck, like I look like triple the size, right?
Fuck.
And I got out of the gym in 50 minutes, bro. Right?
That's sick. Yeah.
Right. And actually that's a sick workout. If someone's like, in a hotel or like they're on the go or like they only have less time in the gym. And I forgot about this completely when I did in-person training. I used to run this superset shit where there was no rest in the middle because like the person doesn't have time for it. Right. And I started off with that, but then I started taking, I'm not blaming anyone, pre-script. And then I was like, okay, everything has to be, like pulled back, thoracic extension, this, that, all the little details. When like the sick pump opens up all that mobility. And I was mentioning that too. Today I had to warm up. The 30 reps of fucking 10 pounds lateral raises.
You're good to go, yo.
Good to go, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, holy shit, like I feel good, man. Like I feel blessed. Um, I have been to the other extreme side of this though, when I was getting coached by someone else,
Right.
where it would be the same kind of structure, right?
Yeah.
But it would be like 6 weeks in a row. And
Yeah.
like every fucking week, you just wake up and you're like, fuck, how am I gonna get through this session? Because your
Yeah.
body's so redlined, like you're just fried, right? Because it takes a lot of glycogen. Like if I don't have like that much, but at that time I didn't know about food in terms of structuring it around your workout this well, right? And like the amount of carbohydrate intake with like maybe lesser fats for digestibility or whatever. Maybe if I had that knowledge, I could have recovered a little bit consistently because I would have been so emphasized on like proper carbs. That
Right.
time I'd be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna grab a massive Laziz bowl after this, or like
Yeah.
a massive pizza because I deserve it. But then
Yeah.
all the fats, all the processes made my body even more inflamed, right?
Right.
Made the recovery even slower. So, but yeah, that's why I want to try it again after the prep and like I'm still gonna track shit, but just have more like fun things in there, or like different things, so that way the mind kind of stays excited, right? Uh,
100%, Because like for me, like I've been doing SBD stuff
yeah,
for since what, February? Even when I was working with you, I was still doing SBD stuff.
yeah,
So I've
yeah,
been doing SBD stuff for fucking ever.
so long.
Like holy
So
shit, I can't wait to like not go into the
yeah,
gym and not have to worry about, oh damn, I have to squat today or I have to deadlift today. I'm like, yo, I just
yeah.
fuck
I don't
around with
think,
weird shit, like do
yeah,
exercises.
yeah. I don't think I was still like squat bench deadlift per se. I think it's more like the high volume and like fucking just like clanging and banging weights a little bit with like proper aggressive control. And like not like counting, oh shit, I gotta beat this one rep. Maybe have a couple exercises like that, or maybe like a top set and like a pump set. Play around
Right.
with things like that. Or like supersets and stuff, but just have fun with it. So I think it'd be sick. I think it'd be cool what's gonna happen with like more calories and shit like that.
How do you
Unless
feel 2 weeks out from your show though?
yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel I
What's
think
the process like going forward now?
okay, so where I'm at context wise, the reason I feel good today is because today is a high carb day after I have been depleted for the last like whatever, fucking 10 weeks, right? And I started at 167, like 150.8 has been the lowest weigh-in. So I'm down 17 pounds since August 29th. So that's actually, yeah, 8 weeks. So I'll be losing 2 pounds a week. Okay. Which is ultra aggressive, right?
Yeah.
For like body fat percentage and stuff already I'm at. So the body is getting like hammered with the cardio and all that stuff. So today, extra carbs right away. The mood feels better. The pumps feel better. Uh, Tomorrow might be another carb day based on how my mixers look tomorrow morning and tonight. But going forward, the idea is have these 2 days like spike my metabolism a little bit. So metabolism gets a little bit sped up per se, even though like your body needs way longer of a time period of like staying in like a maintenance phase or higher calorie intake to get balanced per se. But this is
Mhm.
gonna be a spike in metabolism. So when I cut food back down the days after, I'm gonna start digging again. So the idea is to have these 2 days higher, and then from Sunday onwards, start another fucking dig until like 2, 3 days out of the show. So maybe till like November 6th,
Shit.
right? So like the idea is to get to like 148 almost 147,
God
right?
damn.
So then like the idea with these two carb days is to see like how the body responds to carbs,
Right.
right? Because there's still some ways to go on like the lower waist area, lower
Mhm.
ab area, right? Not ways to go up, probably, but still like there's some body fat there per se. So if I can dig for another week and like a couple days after these two carb days, I might be in a good place to when I have those carbs my body will be like, holy shit, like it changes even more, right? Because it's in a leaner place
Mhm.
and the body is even more receptive to carbohydrates, right? So yeah, that's the kind of what the process looks like. But I think by the time we get to November 5th or 6th, that's when like, the other people like the peak week in bodybuilding, right? Where you like up your water, cut salt, and then you add some salt back, and then you cut your water, and then you up your carbs, lower your carbs, and then you like completely cut out water for a bit again, so your body gets dry, and then like you have that nice, lean look on the stage per se. But I don't think I would need as much of like crazy fluctuations in like water, salt, because I haven't really tracked salt or water the whole time,
Right.
right? I haven't been doing that, and my
Right.
body has been progressing the whole time. So I think literally just like cutting out water for a couple of days, and like obviously having sips throughout the day, and I'm not trying to die here, but then adding it back in I think we'll be completely fine based on how the body's been responding so far. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, right now the focus is continue posing, and just see like how like the posing comes in, the abs come in, and like trying to get a feel in my head of like, because obviously I won't have a mirror in front of me, right? So how do my abs look without me looking at a mirror? That's the
Right.
thing I kind of like struggle with at times because I'd be like flexing them really hard, but it looks like I'm just like deflated. Or like the abs are not popping because I gotta breathe out air first, right? And then you gotta let the abs out. But I'd be like sucking the stomach in really tight at
Right.
times when I watch the video. So working on like, exhaling and but yeah, that's where we're at, bro. Trying to get jacked.
That's fire, yo. That's exciting. I feel like you still have I've seen your posing. It's gotten so much better in the time you've been practicing it, and you still have a good 2 weeks to continue practicing that skill,
Good
right?
too. Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
things where like when you're looking at like how you learn a skill, it's like riding a bike. It's like sometimes it may seem like super, it's not really going well, and then one day it just clicks and you're like, oh shit, I got it. And once you learn how to do it, like you learn how to do it, right? Like the thing I probably relate that to is like shooting a basketball.
Yeah.
Recently, the past 3 weeks, I just go and start shooting a basketball. I'm like, yo, I want to get kind of good at this so I'm not shit every time I go play. And the first week, I was like, let me just stay here till I make three in a row. I was like, that was
Mm.
my cardio session, right? Bro, I stayed outside for 45 minutes because I couldn't make three in a row. I didn't even make three in a row on my first day. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I
Jeez.
think I went like last week, I made three in a row in like 5 minutes. I'm like, holy shit. Like it took like so many sessions. And then one day, like it just started clicking. Right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it's the same thing with posing where it's like, yo, you're doing this thing, you're doing this thing, you're trying to get it. And then one day you can be like, oh shit, I got it. This is what it
It's
feels like.
clicked.
It's wraps, right? So it should be good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. But just you can't forget it. Like once you start doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like what fucks with me at times is the lighting and the angles. Like when I take morning pictures and I do it, it usually comes out fairly fine. But then I'm obviously flat and like no pump, nothing. But then
Right.
when I do it like post workout in like the front mirror, I'm like, it looks different. Like I say, okay, bottom abs are not coming in. But when I do it from the side, when no mirror, and I'm like, yo, it looks different. The bottom abs are coming in. So like
Mhm.
everything fucks with me. So I just gotta pick one and just practice it in there and just see how I want my abs to look like and just hold that. Right. I
How
don't know.
far
Yeah.
how far are the judges from you when you're judging?
I'm not sure exactly how far they are, but I think like
They're right in front of you though, right?
they're kind of below you. Like you're on the stage, right? And then they're like looking, so you're like looking down at them a little bit. That's why like when people do back poses, you're like kind of leaning back. So you're like leaning into them a
Mhm.
little bit. And like when you're doing the front too, you're kind of like leaning, like towards this side. So they
Yeah.
see like how your frame looks this way.
Because when I think when the Olympia was going on, like I get all these random videos where it's like, yo, like Samson's back doesn't look that good. And it's like 2, 3 days out, right? These
Yeah,
guys like they're like sending videos and then these guys are all breaking them down and everyone's like, yo, you can't ever tell by video like how good someone looks. Like
yeah, you
even if
can't.
it's like 30 rows back in the audience, it's not gonna look like how a judge would see it, right? So like
100%.
all different based on whatever. So
That's another thing. You can just practice, get the inputs in, and then yeah, get jacked from there.
game day. Oh shit.
Hi, let's help some people. Let's
Let's
ask
help
some.
people, bro. So we typically how we're gonna do this podcast, guys, we're gonna answer some questions. So if you guys have any questions that you want us to talk about, have any topics for us to talk about, please either DM Rounit or myself and let us know that you want us to talk about this on the podcast. It can be a question, it can be training, nutrition, lifestyle, whatever it is, getting jack related. Even if it's not getting jack related, let us know. And that way we can show you guys out. Make sure you guys are staying engaged on the podcast as well and sort of make it a community vibe. So the three questions. I'll start with question number one for now.
Okay.
So I got because you're so deep in your prep, I figured what are the five staple food you recommend for cutting, whether it's for yourself or whether it's for someone you're working with or whoever. What are your five go-to foods you have in your diet?
Um, chicken, egg whites,
Okay, chicken, egg whites.
potatoes.
Okay,
I would say potatoes instead of rice for like most people,
yeah.
right? Just depending on where they're at. So yeah, egg whites, chicken, potatoes, and I would actually add like whey protein
Okay,
and then almond butter. I don't know if supplements will be there and like in terms of fish oil or something, but I would literally or like instead of almond butter, probably avocado dip. Maybe that's what I would
yeah,
throw in there. But yeah, if someone can literally just have like potatoes, chicken, potatoes, egg whites, avocado, and have protein. And if they just have those five foods, I think they got their fats covered, they got their carbs covered, and their fiber covered,
Right.
and then they got their protein covered.
Interesting. I definitely agree with potatoes. I think that's a golden one.
Maybe the whey I would switch out, but like I think like that's such like a accessible,
Nah, I feel like you need whey, bro.
right? You need whey, right?
Definitely need whey.
Fuck.
Like
I,
you
wa-
can
I
do it
wanted to say
without
cream.
whey.
I wanted to say cream of rice so bad, but I think that's just a big bias on my end because most people don't fuck with it. Like I had clients like I'm like, yo, bro, make it like this. It's so bomb, and I'm craving it in my mind because I don't
Yeah,
get enough, right?
yeah.
And like, bro, fuck, but I can't get over the texture. Like, it doesn't taste good,
I
whatever.
don't think I've ever had cream of rice in my life.
And most people have it, so that's why I didn't say it because I know
Yeah,
it's just like a bodybuilding niche type of product.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, potatoes. I don't know if I should add a vegetable in there, like cucumbers, but because I would,
What would be your vegetable pick? Cucumbers?
yeah, I would pick cucumbers because like digests pretty good and it keeps you hydrated.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
not. It's pretty good.
If
Pretty
I had to
solid.
pick a fruit choice too, I'd pick blueberries.
I was gonna say berries would probably be my pick.
Oh yeah, okay,
I
berries.
think if
Yeah.
I were to go five, it'd be potatoes for sure. Um, those fucking frozen vegetables, the Normandy vegetables from
Okay.
Costco.
Yeah.
That would be there. I'd probably go boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I don't really like chicken breast. I've been
Mm,
eating chicken breast for the past week. I don't really like it. I'm like, fuck, if I have to eat this for the next like 16 weeks, I'd probably die.
let's go.
So chicken breast is not on the list. I'll probably go boneless, skinless. And then my other option would be fuck, I forgot what it's called. It's called lean. It's like a pot roast. It's like a beef cut,
Okay.
really, really big, super lean. And I'll slow cook it in my Instant Pot. And that way I just shred it. And it's very easily meal preppable. Can try so many different flavors with it. So that would probably be my second protein I go to. We got two proteins, veggie, potatoes. Um, and I probably go Greek yogurt, bro. I think you need Greek yogurt on a cut. For
So
me,
no
like
way, no way, yeah, no
if you
way.
consider
And
that food or supplement, if it's a supplement, I'd be
bro, if
like,
it's supplement, I get it. I can take it out then.
okay, then I'll put whey in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
instead of Greek yogurt.
it's that Greek yogurt cut.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd go whey over
I
Greek.
think creatine will be supplement, but like whey would be more like a food choice.
I think if I were to have like the mystery pick, it'd probably go with Greek yogurt. Cause yo, I need my sweet cravings dialed in. One thing I've been having recently
Yeah, but
is
you can't. What are you gonna put in the Greek yogurt?
berries.
But you didn't choose berries.
I didn't choose berries?
You chose chicken thighs,
Oh,
turkey,
fuck.
and then yeah, you chose frozen veggies
Well, I don't get the flavored Greek yogurt, bro. Strawberry Greek yogurt, 2%. I can live with that.
for cutting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Those are good. I think those are like I would pick similar like in this top eight range. If you had eight picks, I
Yeah.
would throw in the Greek yogurt and like the blueberries in there. And then maybe like yeah, I was gonna say when I said egg whites and chicken breast, that's more biased towards me. But if somebody watching, they could possibly swap out the egg whites and chicken for like a meat choice. And then if they choose a higher fat meat, then you can swap out the avocado dip for
Yeah.
something like more carb or other sources.
I'm not a big fan of like the butters or the avocados. If I'm gonna choose like fat, I'll probably just get it from like choosing a different meat source.
I was just thinking about more like nutrient, right? So like you get omega-3s from the avocado and fiber,
Right. Okay.
right? So I was like, when someone's in a cut, like you're already depleted in nutrients. So getting the most nutrient dense foods, so avocado, potatoes, berries, right? It could be a good move per se, unless you just like go ham on the supplement of fish oil, vitamin C, vitamin D, magnesium, zinc kind of thing. But yeah, those are good picks. Yeah. I think if someone just picks those, spams them,
Yeah.
like get pretty straight.
If you combine our list, bro, you have meals for like 4 or 5 months. Like you could definitely just rotate through that.
100%. This is where like with Daria's podcast, we're talking about diversity in diet, right? So
Mhm.
that's where I'm curious where like what role does diversity play when you just I think in cutting you can have less diversity, but in the bulking phase that's where I guess diversity would come in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. For
Okay.
sure.
Next question.
Okay, question number two. As of today, we're recording this on October 25th. This year, on October 31st, it's Halloween, but it's also Diwali on the
Mm,
same day. So what are your top three tips we're managing sweets, cravings, all the events that come with this time of year.
Yeah, I'm always gonna caveat every question I get answer or with the current state I'm in because it's gonna dictate how I talk, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with actually like prioritizing whatever your priority and actually priority. If your priority is like, yo, I'm trying to get shredded or lean, or like I really like want to improve my health because I've had like health issues, or like some doctor was like, yo, like you gotta fucking wear a pacemaker, right? Whatever it is, something extreme's happening. That's where you just gotta have like, okay, my priority this Halloween or Diwali season is still my health. So what I'm gonna probably do is I'm gonna keep my diet in lock, just have one sweet with the family, right? And just have like a little bite and like do the prayers or whatever it is in Diwali, and just move on. And just because understanding this is gonna serve me more long term. That would be one tip per se, just to understand. The second caveat to the first one is manage expectations, right? If you don't prioritize it, you're likely gonna maybe have a little bit of a setback in progress per se, maybe because of water weight or like processed foods or digestion, because your body's gonna have different foods included. But then the third tip per se would be banking your calories or budgeting, like we've talked about a lot of times, is like Diwali is what day, Halloween is what day, right? You already know. You literally just gave them the dates, right? And everyone has it in their calendar. So plan ahead. Maybe early on in the week, if you're like in a cut or a deficit, have maybe a little bit lesser calories and then save a little bit more calories for those days. Or on those days specifically, earlier on in the day, have a little bit lesser calories in terms of maybe lesser fats and carbs. Keep it protein heavy and maybe like fruits and veggies, and then save your carbs and fats for nighttime for like a Diwali festival or event, right? So just being mindful because you know it's coming, right? That's pretty much all I would really say. I wouldn't really add too
Yeah,
much.
I'd say the same thing. I think the only thing I would add to that is understand what type of what type of eater you are when it comes to food. Are you the person that if you have one thing, you're gonna have everything?
Yeah,
I'm that way. Like if I have like one sweet, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go to town on this whole box, right? So
yeah,
I pick and choose my days where I'm like, okay, like I'll have this, obviously I'll make room for it. But if I know I'm gonna be in that situation, I'm just like, I just be like, yo, don't bring the box of sweets in my room. I don't want it here. I'll just walk away. I'll just have all my food ready. I'm like, yo, I'll just eat this. Because
yeah,
I know the moment I have one bite, it's just a wrap. It's a game over. Like I'm gonna go binge. So I'll have like other sweet treats, like my Greek yogurt, berries, something else sort of hold me over where I'm not having that. But I think if it's a day like that, I would do what you said. I would just bank my calories, maybe save like 300-400 calories, and like yo, like have some of those sweets. Like I don't really eat sweets like the Indian sweets or whatever you guys have.
yeah.
Some of those are bomb, bro. I'm like, holy
Bomb.
shit, this is
Yeah.
crack. So I'll have a
Jalebi, bro.
bunch of those. But
Yeah.
what's the one where it's like brown and then it's like white in the middle?
Brown
It's kind
and
of like
then
a log. It looks like a
mithai.
gulab jamun, but it's not round.
It's like a mithai. Um, I forget what it's called, but I actually don't know a lot of these mithaiya. Like
Oh,
I don't like a lot of the Indian ones. I only
yeah,
like gulab jamun a little
yeah,
bit, and then
yeah.
I like jalebi a little bit also.
I think there's only like three I like. So I'm not a
That
big
one?
fan of jalebi.
Okay.
Gulab jamun I fuck with, and then
It's
there's
because
that.
you haven't had jalebi from India, bro. I don't like the Canada ones, but like in India specifically, like they make them crispy, right? And like
One.
you see how they're made, it's fucking crazy,
It's
right?
just deep fried in oil, right?
It's just deep fried sugar, bro.
Yeah.
It's just deep fried sugar and oil, right? But they make them crispy, and like every bite, you're like, holy shit, that was good. And like that's something like even though like here when you have it, you're like, holy fuck, that's sweet, right?
Yeah.
But there you have it, you're like, it's sweet, but not as sweet, so you can have like 10 of them. So it's
Oh,
messed up because they're so crispy too, right? So the
yeah.
crispiness kind of like slows down the sweetness a little bit, and then the taste is actually like wicked because they're always fresh. Like you don't leave like in a
Big
box or
warm.
anything. Yeah, like you're
Yeah.
like in a box. Like, when you have like crispy samosas.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Thinking about samosas, my water's literally mouth's literally watering, bro. That's crazy. But yeah, so like even samosas in India, bro, unmatched. Like
Damn.
my school that I went to in India,
Yeah.
right? The canteen there, they used to have like the samosa stuff for like 2 for 10 rupees or something like that. And bro, those samosas, like it was like the right amount of spice, so you're not like burning your mouth. But then the potatoes also had like a different taste to it. And the overall the texture was like crispy at the bottom and a little bit soft at the top. right? And this was me in grade five. I could remember exactly how it tasted and like, felt. That's how good it was. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm not even like the big of a foodie. Like I don't really care. Like it'll be fun of me, I'll be like, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But like some of the taste when you have it, it's wild, bro. That's wild. So good.
Samosas are my kryptonite too, bro.
Okay. Bro, have you had samosa chaat? Bro, it sounds like
Okay.
you have. So like basically my dad, how he does it, like we always have an eye contact thing. Well, obviously right now it's like there's I don't eat anything, but
Yeah,
when there's like samosas at home, right? And it'd be a rare occasion when a family brings it, but he would bring them and then like he would look at me, he's like, "You want it my style or are you gonna just eat it raw?" I'm like, "Bro, you know the answer." So he'll take two, right? He'll mush them up, right? Actually,
samosa.
first he'll air fry them, right, for a little bit more to make crispy, and then he'll take both of them and he'll smash them together, like mix them a little bit, and then he'll put some like yogurt and some like sweet chutney, and then
Yeah,
spicy chutney, and then
yeah,
save like the spicy save, the namkeen, you know what I'm talking about, like the little dots of like the savory snacks, Indian snacks, like it's in bowls. Um, it's like
you spell this.
save like SEV. Look it up. Like aloo
Yeah,
bhujia.
yeah, yeah. It's like we call it muruku, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So he puts that in there with the chutney and the yogurt, and then samosa already has so much flavor, right? And you mix both of them, and then it's been air fried, so the bottom piece is extra crispy. So like it's all there, and then sometimes he'll throw in spicy chole, like spicy chickpeas,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you mix it, or like even chanas. And bro, you have that every bite, you're like, what the hell is this, bro? Like it's like samosa being cracked times two, you know?
That sounds crazy.
It's so good, bro. It's so good. I
God
probably want that after the show, yeah. Maybe.
damn.
That would like bang my stomach so nicely.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I'll
just
probably get
digest
this.
fucked.
Yeah. But if it's good samosas, like it's like flour and oil and potatoes, right? With some good spices. If it's like in a good quality place. So it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah. Crazy, bro. I used to fit samosas in my macros all the time, bro. Back in
I,
the day.
I think I did that last week. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
that's the samosas. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna eat
Oh
these.
shit. Damn. But yeah, basically that's tips for Diwali, bro, and Halloween. Do you do you
Okay,
go ham on Halloween?
not
Not
really.
really, right? Wow.
When I was in university, like we go out for parties and stuff, but like you're not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
drinking if anything, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's more like a fun event, like going out event, instead of like I'm gonna binge candies.
Yeah, we don't really like we buy candies and we just make sure it usually runs out by the time we give it to everyone. If anything, my fucking sister eats it. My sister will start going through it. I'm like, yo, where's all the candy, bro? We have to give it to the kids. She's like, has
Jokes. The little Smartie boxes. But okay, cool.
last question.
Yeah.
Um, should you train when injured, or what circumstances are okay for you to train when injured?
Yeah. I think the second part of the question matters a lot, like context wise. What kind of severity of the injury? If you're like, well, let's put levels to it. So like 10 out of 10 severity is like, yo, you got fucking hit by a car, you can't move, right? Obviously I'm not we're not talking about that. If you're like maybe 5 out of 10, where like you have like some shoulder discomfort, right? Or like maybe some shoulder tightness, something like that. Or did you have like a context in mind for the injury?
Um, let's say you break your leg. One
Oh
leg is
shit, okay.
broken. Would
Yeah.
you would you be at the gym? Would you be the guy on crutches or in the wheelchair at the gym?
I think if your leg's broken, you can train your upper body, right?
Yeah, I
So
would go.
like yeah, I think you and like bro, I think it's even better to train your other leg because there's
Oh,
like
100%.
neurologically it still helps stimulate some gains, right? So I think if it's like yeah.
They've done studies where like you said, when you only train one side, you actually still experience gains on the side that's not getting trained, just
Yeah.
neurological benefits, like you said, right? So your muscle's still getting bigger on the other side, even
Yeah.
if you're not training it. So especially when a lot of people they'll break their arm and then they won't go to the gym, it's like they take off their cast. This happened to my boy like last year, and his arm, his like wrist and stuff, everything looks so small, and then
Mm,
the other arm is fine. It's like
yeah.
this could have been mitigated if one, maybe you did a little bit more while you were injured because I think people are so scared. But two,
Yeah.
just even going to the gym and training the other side, that probably could have done a lot to prevent that, right? Because right
100%.
after that, you have to fight such an uphill battle to get that side back or get that injured part back because of
Yeah.
the situation. Uh,
I always didn't understand this, and obviously I don't respond back or like say like you have to do X, Y, Z. But like a lot of people, it's like, yeah, bro, like how would say like how's training? It's like, yeah, bro, I'm just coming back from injury. It's like, what did you heard? It's like, oh, like I was having like the shoulder issue thing, right? So I just took like 3 months off or 4 months off, right? Or it's like, yeah, I've been having this like knee thing. It's like I just went to the physio for the last 6 months and I did no gym work, right? It's like, yo, you can modify your training. You know, we're talking about a broken leg here and we're saying still train. So like
yeah,
if someone has like some like random sprains and like just like aches, tightness, whatever, just modify your training to a point where like you do movements that don't cause as much discomfort and then over time scale it up, right? Don't like take time off because when you stop moving, you might need to take the first week off if you like fell on your wrist or like you slipped really bad, right? Take the first week off, but the more we not moving, more we're sitting, it's just gonna get degraded, like you just said, the boy's arm, right?
people
S-
think like they're like, oh, if I take time off, it'll completely heal. It's
Yeah,
like it'll completely heal, but its ability to do things is also going to decrease a lot. Now,
100%.
when you go back and do anything, it's more likely to get hurt because you just don't have the capacity for it, right? So
Yeah. I
making
think
that mind goes a long way.
I think people don't look at perspective wise like the other domino effects it has when you stop training. Right? Like if you just stop, like, yo, okay, now you have no routine of going to the gym, no routine to do like movement, no routine to like get your meals in because you're not that, it's not a priority. Maybe your sleep is going whatever because you're like, well, I'm just injured. I'm just gonna chill all day on this couch. Movement is lacking. We gain some body fat. Now, like mentally, we're feeling more stressed out. We're lethargic. We have low on energy. Like there's digestion is weird. We're eating more on Uber Eats. Like, and then it just goes day by day by day, and it's like a year in, and you're like, holy shit, like, how did this happen? Right? But it literally happens from that one decision of like, oh, this is kind of hurting, and then, oh, I'm just gonna take a couple months off, and it just spirals, right?
Like, think about how many people you've ever trained and they're like, yo, when I work out, I do everything so much better. It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
bro, you're just holding it, you're doing the thing and that because you work out. Like, I think we talked about, like, Suresh talked about on one of our calls. He's like, oh, when I work out, I just don't want to eat the other stuff. Like, I don't want to do the other stuff. It's like, yeah, bro. And then now when you
yeah,
get injured and you don't work out, there's no excuse for you not to do the other stuff, right? So you just
yeah,
gonna do it, and you end up looking back a year or 2 years later, and you're like, oh fuck, I gained all this weight, I look like shit, I feel like shit. It's like, well, if you had a different perspective when you get injured,
yeah.
changes that whole outlook of your life essentially, which is crazy.
Bro, and this is to that question of Diwali too and cravings. Like, if somebody has this lifestyle of like training and like eating decent food, first off, you can have that meal and it won't hurt you at all. Like just enjoy. Don't even overthink it. Right? Just
Mhm.
have fun because you can just bounce back because you know how routined you are. But the second part is you don't even crave much of that food, right? Because you're like, yo, I like doing this shit for my health, the training and the nutrition. I'm gonna have a little bit. I'm gonna fit it into my calories, whatever. But it's not like I feel like binging all the time because I'm not really craving stuff, right? So that's another thing where people like habits like this, one, two things. And you know what it is? I think in the back of the mind of people who actually do take time off, right? They're looking for a justification to actually stop.
Oh,
Um,
100%.
right?
100%.
No? So like they were just waiting for a moment. They were like, oh, work got busy, this happened, wife happened, whatever happened. They were just looking for that thing that can justify their actions. Because they know it's wrong. Like they know inherently like they should be doing some sort of moving, eating better and sleeping correctly, whatever it is. They know, but they're looking for a justification, right? So it's a more like identity of an individual.
Sure.
I would say, I don't know if like,
I think I'm the same
yeah,
way. Like, if something, like for me, I know after I have my powerlifting meet, I'm gonna go nuts on food for like the next like 4 or 5 days. And then I'm going on vacation. Like I'm gonna go nuts when I go on vacation.
yeah,
I might get up to like 190 pounds, bro. I would not be
hmm,
surprised to come back scales at 195. Like, holy shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's my justification, but I know like I just have to get right back on track.
yeah,
Right?
100%.
And it's understanding that. And it's understanding like I feel really good right now with how I'm eating, with how I'm feeling, with how I'm training. Like I know like right now I'm sick, but everything has been so dialed in. Things feel a lot more predictable. I know
Yeah,
what it feels like when things are not dialed in. So I just had to
yeah,
think, yo, when I was like fucking 40 pounds overweight, I feel like dog shit every day I woke up. It's like, I
100%.
know what this feels like. I know what that feels like. I know after I come back from all my vacation, I'm like, oh fuck, like I feel like ass, right? But then it's a matter of just getting back on the train.
Yeah, that's another thing. I think people have never done it for so long that they've know actually what it feels like to be like, yo, this is fucking feeling sick. Like, the Arnold documentary, it's like the pump, right? Like, people actually don't know how good it feels, right? So they've never experienced it for a significant amount of time to be like, yo, like, I'm never gonna, like, movement is always gonna be part of my life. Like, we're at a point where, like, even though you're switching from powerlifting, you're like, I still have to have this movement because I know for a fact how important it is to my whole life, right? Even like I've thought like future, maybe in like 45, 50, whatever. I think I'm still gonna lift weights, but like a majority of the training style might look like maybe a little bit more like body weight or like maybe even like calisthenics or maybe some like functional per se, if you want to call it, a couple days. Maybe I'm working on like sprinting or like jumping so I can like, play with my kids or whatever it is, making it more catered to the life, but movement in general is like an essential pillar, where like, because we know the other side of it, how good it feels. Most people haven't spent enough time, I think, maybe, to get to the point where like they actually know, yo, this is fucking sick. Like I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. This is a lifestyle, right?
My
But yeah, 3 questions done.
questions done. That was a pretty fire podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys got some value. Let us know how you like the new format. If we should keep rambling about whatever the fuck we rambled about before, and then if we go into the questions, or if you guys
Yeah,
don't want to go into the questions, we can do that too. Give us some feedback so we know what you guys want to listen to. Um, and if you got some value, if you found it funny, share it with a friend so we can spread the Getting Jack knowledge. And once again, if
yeah,
you
man.
have any questions, DM Ronan or DM myself on Instagram, and we can answer whatever questions you guys have. Cool.
Yeah, man.
Last words.
Yeah, bro. Like honestly, just whoever like just share the podcast. Like it goes a long way for us. Again, like every view is like bless. But if you're getting value out of it, sharing is mad easy, and you're gonna share more value with other people too, and they're gonna appreciate it, right? Because someone 100% is gonna people that are gonna have the Diwali and Halloween incident, or like someone's going through an injury, or someone's doing a cut. So just the little tips from our experience can go a long way, right? So just sharing the podcast. That's the only thing I would ask. Any feedback and then questions, like you said, feel free to ask. I'll probably make like a story post on maybe on Instagram saying like, hey, any topics you guys want to see on the podcast or questions for the podcast, and
Sick.
we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
we can just have like a list and maybe like sometimes if they're easy ones, we can just bang out like 10 of them if needed,
Sounds good.
something like that. But yeah, I like this format. It's more like fun because yeah, sometimes like I was telling Cal like, yo, like I only talk to you, bro. So like, it's good to talk
Good
and
to like actually talk about shit and then actually go into like a topic too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's good. But that's it, guys.
Hope you enjoyed. Share the podcast. Catch you guys in the
Yeah,
next one.
stay jacked, bro. Okay, bye bye. Yo, just move this.